please.
Thank you, Chair. Minister, there is a motion on the floor of the Senate calling on the Canadian government to match Canadians' donations to support India in its battle against the COVID crisis. Just last year, as a point of reference, in response to the devastating blast in Beirut, the Canadian government matched the donations of $8 million of Canadians. Do you have a plan to match the donations of Canadians to India in its fight against COVID?
Well, thank you, Senator, for the question. And as I'm sure you know, Canada provided $10 million to the Indian Red Cross for their domestic response to the COVID-19 pandemic. I know personally I was incredibly moved and distraught by the images that I was seeing in India and the information that I was getting. And I know that Canadians were as well. Just to put it into context, Canadians actually mobilized in response to the COVID crisis in India, $39 million, $5 million of which went to the Indian Red Cross and $34 million that went to other organizations. And so we do not have a plan at this point in time to match those donations. It has been quite a strong response from both the Government of Canada as well as individual Canadian citizens and businesses. And I would just also note that we also sent additional material supplies that were requested by the Government of India, both with regards to ventilators and remdesivir that has since been distributed across India. And I will also note that I recently spoke with High Commissioner Basaria, who expressed his gratitude to Canada for our response and communicated how those funds and those supplies have been distributed around the country.
Do I have a quick follow-up, Chair?
Yes, indeed, Senator.
So, Minister, the young Canadians, primarily of Indian heritage, who have come together, who have raised more than $3 million, I believe, for the COVID India Relief Fund, have provided Canadians with a list of charities operating in Canada who are trusted and reliable. And there are lots of reports, and I'm sure you've heard them as well, that the best way of getting relief to India is through trusted charities like Seva, like Gunj, etc. And I noticed in your remarks that outside of the $5 million donation to the Indian Red Cross, most of it is government to government help, which is okay. I just wonder if you consider the efficiency of matching Canadians' donations because they go to charities on the ground immediately.
A quick response, please, Minister. We're almost out of time.
So, I always support Canadians providing assistance, whether it be through charities, whether it be through the Red Cross or other trusted partners. And certainly when it comes to the Humanitarian Coalition, I mean, these are charities with whom the Government of Canada works very, very closely. But in the immediate need and the response, we did feel it was important to provide this funding to the Indian Red Cross because they were on the front lines, providing oxygen, providing support, providing medical interventions that were needed at that point in time. But I strongly value the work that Canadian and international charities do in India and right around the world.